Hey guys, this is Pine Belt Beer Reviews. I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and call this, but this is my first beer review on this channel, and I don't think I'm going to do a separate channel for this. I think I'm just going to stick with the same one and music and beer on one channel sounds pretty good to me. But anyway, this is my first one, and what I will be reviewing is I picked this up today, Schlafly Oktoberfest, and on the bottle it says this rich amber lager is balanced by German noble hops, while the lager yeast ferments cold and slow, creating a crisp beer. Available seasonally, and Schlafly Oktoberfest is a traditional Märzen with a toasty malt aroma and slight caramel taste. It's 5.5% ABV and 25 IBU. So it should have a little bit of possible bite to it, but mostly it's probably going to be pretty malty. So let's go ahead and pour it. I got my Nonic pint. Kind of wish I had some, I guess, type of mugs I can put it in, but there's a good bit of smoke. I don't know if you could see that or not. Probably not. It's kind of dissipating anyway. So let's go ahead, and I always tend to sort of tilt the glass when I start pouring, and then go straight down the middle. Kind of do that with everything that I drink, doesn't matter really what style it is. Alright, well that poured about three of my fingers worth of kind of off-white, maybe kind of cream-colored head. It's got a clear appearance. I'm going to go ahead and flip this other light because I think that one's better. It's got kind of a clear appearance, and you might be able to see that, and a amber color with some pretty just decent-sized bubbles just kind of streaming up fairly steadily. Head's already starting to kind of go down a little bit, but it looks like it might stick around for a little while. The smell, I've had one or two different beers from Schlafly. I think it was the APA and the pumpkin Schlafly pumpkin ale most recently. It gets I believe it was a 81 on Beer Advocate. The bros haven't really checked it out yet. It gets a 3.5 on Untapped, which, excuse me, speaking of Untapped, I didn't mean for that to flash, but I'll leave that alone. If you haven't got on Untapped, if you have like a smartphone or anything like that, it's a really cool application if you like craft beers or just beer in general. It's just a really neat review type of application. I'm not really plugging it. I'm just mentioning it because I just took a picture of my beer with my phone for some reason, and it's for that. So anyway, it's got like a really kind of typical Märzen style malt, but at the same time, I'm wondering, because there's no date on the bottle from what I can tell, but it has almost a sort of kind of fermented yeasty note to it as well that's kind of there, and it's fairly present, so I'm not really digging that too much. And I'm not seeing a date on here. Well, hold on, there might be one. It's really faint. Okay, well, August 4th, 2014, so it's not really that old. It's the 1st of October now, so it's only not even 3 months. But it's got a really almost kind of like fermenty adjunct smell to it. And I guess that's because it might be a lager. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go ahead for the taste. Well, whatever that smell is doesn't really come across. I can't really pick it up at all in the taste. It's got definite malt characteristic. as with most of these Märzen styles would. And that is definitely what it is classified as a Märzen toasty malt. And I get the toastiness. I get the sort of like definite caramel. The mouthfeel on this, I would almost argue, was better than the taste. It's got a really just sort of full, kind of slick type of mouthfeel that it's the kind of thing that I want to have with these sort of fall type of beers. It definitely, if that mouthfeel wasn't there, and it was just the taste, and it doesn't have the mouthfeel of a lager. Let's just say that. It definitely has one more along the lines of an ale for sure. The carbonation that I can still see just steadily kind of chugging along. It's not very present either. It's got a very smooth mouthfeel, and like I said, very full. And but I guess that's sort of that the fact that it's more of a lager than an ale. The mouthfeel doesn't really stick around at all after the initial after it initially hits your palate. So yeah, I almost would say that this is similar, in my opinion, to the Abita Oktoberfest, and that one actually says Abita Oktoberfest lager right on the label, whereas this one just has Schlafly Oktoberfest, and unless you read the label or the description along the neck of the bottle, you wouldn't really know that this is a lager. Yeah, it just has Oktoberfest. So, with that being said, it definitely is comparable to me to the Abita Oktoberfest. In my opinion, I would prefer the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. I'm trying to think of other ones. The Shiner Oktoberfest, in my opinion, is very good. I haven't really had any of the. I think there's a Beck's. I haven't seen that one yet, or haven't picked it up. But it's along the lines of kind of a decent, Oktoberfest style lager. So 81 on Beer Advocate, 3.5 average score on Untapped. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's a B. I'm not gonna go with a B plus. I haven't really thought entirely of how I'm gonna do these ratings, but I will go ahead and I think I'm gonna stick with F to A range. Really hope I don't ever come across an F with this series, but I'm gonna go ahead and definitely stick with the B. It's good. I've definitely had better in terms of an Oktoberfest Märzen style. I would kind of like something that's got a bit more carbonation to it, maybe. And that I really like in Oktoberfest beer, or in the Märzen style Oktoberfest type of beers. I really do like that toasty caramel. I really like the caramel malts in those, and those notes, the caramel malts and the toastiness is just sort of falling a little flat with this one. It's not bad, like I said. It's definitely going to remain a B. So if you see it, I wouldn't really necessarily buy a 6-pack of it. I got this one in a single as a pick 6 at my local grocery store. So if you see it as a single and you want to just kind of add it on, just try a different Oktoberfest beer, I would definitely just say try it. But I myself personally will probably not be going out to seek it out again. But overall, the Schlafly beers I have had that were other than this were definitely good ones. So I'm not bashing the brewery at all. I just think that there are better Oktoberfest styles out there, and I don't know. So yep, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is a B, and thanks for watching.